I am back. I haven't had too much time to record a video because I actually started working. Thank God. Thank God I started working. Woo! Yes. I tell you what, unemployment sucks. Very bad. If you live in Florida and you lose your job and you apply for unemployment, it sucks. I'm just going to be honest with you, 100% transparent. So I'm back though. I'm back. I'm back in business, baby. I'm back working. Thank God. But I'm gonna talk about unemployment on a later date. So I'm gonna dive right into it. And I just want to talk about successful relationships. When I mean successful, I mean happy, wholesome, fulfilling relationships. Relationships that are for a lifetime. Some people, they have an issue with relationships. I think everyone should have an issue with the relationship if it's not, pure, if it's not wholesome, and if it's just a waste of time. So uh, I was thinking about it recently. Believe me, there's so much information online about relationships and how to strengthen relationships, but I'm just going to give you my opinion. Um, there's four things that I want to talk about when it comes to relationship, and just hang tight with me. I appreciate if you listen to the whole video because I just want to provide my feelings and also why I do this, why I have decided to become a YouTuber and put information out there is because I feel and I love people and I just want to interact with everyone. Um, as my wife said before, you never meet a stranger. And it's very true. It is true. And I said that in previous videos and I'm saying it now. I never meet a stranger. I will talk to anyone. If you're welcoming, I'll have a conversation with you. If you're not welcoming, I'll go about my business. But, anyways, number one is you have to be able to compromise. When it comes to even friendships, you have to compromise. Your friend can't always do what you want to do. You sometimes have to do what your friend wants to do. That's why it's like-minded people that become friends because they like to do the same things. And that's the same thing in a relationship. Whenever you find your significant other, whenever you find somebody that you want to be intimate with, it is that you guys have things in mind that align with each other. That's number one. Number two is you have to be able to listen to each other. Sometimes you don't have to be the talker. I like to talk, as you can tell. I like to talk, but sometimes I have to lend my wife my ear, or I have to lend my friend my ear, and just listen to what they have to say because they might have something that they want to get off their chest, if it's regarding you or just anything, work, whatever. Sometimes it's just good to sit and listen and understand that maybe they not want you to interject, but they want for you to listen to how they're feeling. Then after that, you can provide your insight and everything. But something that I'm trying to do better with is just not cutting my wife off. Whenever she's conversing about something, I try to lend her my ear the best that I can. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes that's hard, but of course, that's the whole thing in relationships with growing together and growing to understand each other. Um, number three thing. Number three thing is you guys had to have a foundation together. Now, what I mean by the foundation is you got to have some of those core values together. When it comes to building a relationship, if you are a person that you have a goal in mind, but that other person they just don't have any kind of goal, they don't have any kind of drive or any kind of passion to do something. It's gonna kind of you're gonna be teeter tottering. Okay, so me personally, I do try to set goals for myself, short term and long term goals. And sometimes they may shift a little bit. Sometimes things may change to where my goals are a little bit. It takes a little bit longer to attain. And if you're right there with me, just post in the comment section because it can change. Life changes. Sometimes in life Everything is going good, and then boom, there's a wall right there, and you have to make some changes when it comes to just trying to attain your goals. But within that relationship, you guys should have the same type of path. My wife and I, Charla, she loves the Lord. I love the Lord as well. If you're not a religious person, you just want to make sure that you have somebody that has some type of similarities with you, even your friends. Some of my friends, they're acquaintances now. I don't communicate and talk with them as much. And I think a lot of that has to do with, we live in different states. Um, I got my best friend, he's in Georgia. Well, I got several best friends, but one is in Georgia, one is in Virginia, and then my boy, he's in Seattle. So we are just all over the place. And so now I just have acquaintances. I have people in the neighborhood that I, converse with, have a conversation with, hang out with every now and again. It just depends. And, sometimes things change, but the friends that you have that you are in a circle with, because you got to listen, you have to have a small circle. Um, if you are older, wise man, wise woman, you probably don't have a whole bunch of friends because there may be people that don't necessarily relate to you to the fullest. And so that's why I say, in your area that you're in, your circle might be small. And if you have a big circle, if you have a really big circle, you'll have to pick out or decipher out who is going to be there for just a little while, like a season, or a lifetime, because you will have those type of people. We've had people when we lived in Kentucky that we thought were going to be in our lives for a lifetime, and things change, and they changed dramatically when we moved to Florida. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, the final thing in regards to a successful relationship is you have to display some type of love. You have to show that other person that you care. If you don't show that person that you care, then you're wasting their time and you're wasting your time. If you feel like you're not going to get anywhere in a friendship or a relationship with that person, be honest with each other. Just say, hey, I don't know if this is going to work out. Or, sometimes you got people that do ghosting. Have I ever done that? I might have ghosted some people back in the day, but yeah. So you might have that. You might just, if you guys don't show some type of care with each other, then your relationship is not going to be successful. And when you're older, and if you're in a marriage and you're not happy and everything, please seek counseling. Seek the counseling to try to get back to where you used to be or where you once were. Because when it comes to marriage, marriage is something that I like seeing married people. I like seeing single people. I like seeing people in relationships. But when it comes to marriage, the statistic in America is starting to grow higher and higher. Um, I know at one time I read that marriage is like 40 something percent, 50% that ends in divorce. That's a lot of people who are divorcing. And also, second, third, fourth marriages. That's another thing. That's another story for another day. But love is very important in life. Love is just when you love, it's like you're just floating on air. You just you talk to that person, or you're with that person, you get butterflies, and you want to do everything that you can for that person. Even your friends, you know what I'm saying? You don't get butterflies for your friends, but even your friends, when you love your friend, you got their back 110%. There's something going down, you're gonna be right there with your friend. And I can tell you, back in the day, we used to go out. My buddies and I, we used to go out, and we were really tight. And this is when I wasn't in the church like I should have been. But we would go into the club, and there might be something going on, and a little bantering back and forth between some other people. And if our friends were involved, we were right there for whatever was going to happen. As I've gotten older, I don't go to the club. I'm just going to be honest with you. So if you youngins are out there watching me right now, anybody that goes out to the club, just go out to have fun. Be mindful. Don't go out there causing issues. Go out and have fun because it's, when I was going out to the club, um, it was wild back then. And I'm definitely sure that it's gotten even wilder out here. So if you do go out to the club, be mindful. But when it came to my friends, if they got in a fight, I'm right there making sure that nobody else is trying to jump on them because that's how friends do. We have each other's back. And that shows love right there. But listen, I'm not going to keep you guys. I appreciate every person that is watching this video and you watch to the end. Thank you so much. Won't you do me a favor and subscribe? We're trying to grow our channel. And like I said, I just want to spread the love to everyone. My wife wants to spread the love to everyone because we are people persons. Okay? We are people persons. We love talking to people. Well, at least I do. Since the pandemic, things have changed. You gotta kind of gauge who you can have a conversation with or gauge who you need to be around because when somebody's coughing and they're coughing in their hand, we're not going to that area. Okay, just gonna be honest with you, 110%. But anyways, I love you guys. I love you. Even though you don't know me personally, you don't have my contact number. I love you. And listen, I love God. If you do not believe in God like I do, we pray that you seek the Lord. We pray that you seek God. And if you feel like a God doesn't exist, then it's all good. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel anyways, because I'm gonna be posting videos. My wife, she'll be jumping in every now and again. She is a busy woman, but we're just looking forward to you joining the family. Peace.